Hey everybody, Linus here with Asked to Know for another exciting adventure in the vast world of Azure. We're back with Alex, Sarah, and Michael, and this time, they're facing 20 brand new brain-bending Azure challenges. From network latency nightmares to mysterious access denials, our intrepid team will need all their skills and maybe a bit of luck to conquer these cloud conundrums. So, buckle up, grab your thinking caps, and get ready for a wild ride through the ups and downs of cloud computing. We're talking deep dives into virtual networks, storage accounts, and even some security breach shenanigans. Will our heroes emerge victorious, or will they be lost in the cloud forever? Stick around to find out, and don't forget to smash that subscribe button and ring the notification bell so you won't miss a single moment of this epic Azure escapade.
Why is the VM so slow today? Our latency has spiked.
Let me see. The latency might be due to improper virtual network configuration.
Okay, so where do we start? Do we need to adjust the VM's NIC settings or something?
Exactly. First, we'll check the VM's network configuration in the Azure portal. We need to make sure accelerated networking is enabled for the lowest possible latency.
And don't forget to check if the VM is in the correct region. Data can't travel at the speed of light if it's going halfway across the world.
Right, and we can use Azure Traffic Manager to distribute traffic efficiently.
Perfect. Now let's test the network performance using tools like psping. That'll give us a clear picture of what's going on.
I can't access the Blob storage, and it's causing delays in our data processing pipeline.
Hold on, let's not hit the panic button just yet.
First things first, we need to verify the permissions in the Azure storage account settings. Someone might have accidentally messed with the access controls.
You mean like that time I accidentally revoked your admin privileges, Sarah?
Let's not go there. Anyway, we can also try using shared access signatures, SAS, for secure temporary access. It's like giving someone a temporary key to the storage unit.
And don't forget to check the firewall and virtual network rules. They can sometimes block access if they're not configured properly.
Good call. And we should probably review the Azure AD roles assigned to users while we're at it.
Oh, this is getting frustrating. The SQL database is timing out during queries and it's slowing everything down.
That's not good. It's like trying to order a pizza on a dial-up connection, painfully slow.
Okay, let's focus. First, we need to check the query performance and see what's causing the bottlenecks. We can use Query Store for that.
Right, and if the database is overloaded, we might need to increase the DTUs or switch to a vCore-based model for more power.
And we should definitely implement retry logic in our applications. That way, if a query times out, it'll automatically try again without crashing the whole system.
Good thinking. And let's not forget about optimizing indexing to reduce query execution time. It's like organizing a library. The better the index, the faster you can find the book you need.
Not again. The AKS deployment failed again. It's like trying to assemble IKEA furniture with missing parts.
Let me guess, you forgot to read the instructions again?
Hey, those diagrams can be confusing.
All right, let's troubleshoot this.
First things first, we need to make sure the correct service principal is assigned. It's like giving the delivery guy the wrong address. The package won't get there.
Good point, and we should also check the region's resource availability. Maybe the Azure data center we're trying to deploy to is full.
And let's not forget to validate the YAML configuration files using. That'll help us catch any syntax errors before we deploy.
And if all else fails, we can always try updating the node pool to match the resource requirements. It's like upgrading from a compact car to a minivan when you have a bigger family.
Our Azure functions are out of control. They're like that friend who eats all the snacks at a party.
Whoa, that's a lot of CPU usage. It's like they're running a marathon on a treadmill that's going too fast.
We need to rein them in before they eat us out of house and home.
First things first, we need to enable application insights to monitor their performance. It's like putting a fitness tracker on them to see how much they're actually working.
Good idea. And we might want to consider using a premium plan or dedicated app service plan for better scalability. It's like giving them a bigger track to run on.
And while we're at it, let's optimize the code to minimize execution time. Every millisecond counts when you're trying to save resources.
And don't forget to set proper timeout and memory limits. We don't want them hogging all the resources and crashing the whole system.
Why is the traffic not evenly distributed? It's like trying to balance a seesaw with a bowling ball on one end and a feather on the other.
That's not right. A good load balancer should distribute traffic smoothly, like spreading butter on toast.
Let's not jump to conclusions. First, we need to check the health probe's configuration. They're responsible for making sure the back-end servers are healthy and responding to requests.
Right, and we might want to consider using the standard load balancer for its advanced features. It's like upgrading from a basic toaster to one with all the bells and whistles.
And don't forget to adjust the session persistence settings. We want to make sure users are always connected to the same back-end server for a seamless experience.
Good call. And to help us troubleshoot any further issues, let's enable logging in the diagnostics section. It's like having a black box recorder for our load balancer.
The room went silent as a notification flashed across Alex's screen. Security breach attempt detected. A wave of unease washed over the team.
Okay, no need to panic, Sarah said, her voice calm and steady. Remember all those cybersecurity drills we did? Time to put that training into action.
Right, Michael chimed in, his initial shock giving way to determination. We need to act fast and follow the protocols.
First things first, Sarah said, taking charge. We need to implement Azure Security Center and Azure Sentinel. They're like our security guards and surveillance system, constantly monitoring for suspicious activity.
And we need to review the activity logs for any unauthorized access attempts, Alex added. It's like checking the security footage to see who tried to break in.
And let's not forget to enable multi-factor authentication for all accounts, Michael chimed in. That way, even if someone gets their hands on a password, they still can't access our accounts without the second factor.
Good thinking. And to further enhance our security posture, we should apply just-in-time VM access policies. This way, we're only opening access to our virtual machines when absolutely necessary, reducing our attack surface. Why is our CI/CD pipeline moving so slowly? It's like watching paint dry excruciatingly slow.
Yeah, it's definitely slower than usual. It's like our code is stuck in rush hour traffic.
Okay, less reminiscing, more troubleshooting. First, we need to make sure we're using hosted agents in the nearest region. It's like choosing a delivery service with a local warehouse. Faster delivery times.
Good point, and we should also look into caching dependencies to reduce build time. It's like keeping your most used tools within arm's reach.
And let's not forget about using parallel jobs to run tasks concurrently. It's like having multiple workers building a house instead of just one, much faster.
And finally, we need to analyze the pipeline logs and optimize the YML configurations. It's like fine-tuning a car engine for optimal performance.
Whoa, hold the phone. Our cloud costs are through the roof. It's like we left the faucet running and now we have a massive water bill.
What happened? Did we accidentally leave a bunch of virtual machines running at full capacity?
Okay, let's not panic. First things first, we need to enable Azure Cost Management and set some budgets. It's like setting up a household budget. Track your spending and avoid overspending.
Good idea. It's like those budgeting apps that help you track your expenses and avoid overdraft fees.
And while we're at it, we should review unused resources and delete them. It's like turning off the lights when you leave a room to save electricity.
Right. And we can also resize over-provisioned resources. It's like ordering a smaller portion at a restaurant if you know you can't finish a large one.
And for predictable workloads, we can use reserved instances to save money on virtual machine costs. It's like buying a monthly bus pass instead of paying for individual rides.
Why is our pipeline processing corrupted data? It's like trying to bake a cake with salt instead of sugar, a recipe for disaster.
Oh no, not another data disaster. Remember that time we accidentally deleted the production database?
Right, back to the present problem. We need to figure out why our data is getting corrupted. First, we need to use data validation steps in our pipelines. It's like having a quality control check at each stage of the manufacturing process.
Good thinking. And we should also enable logging and alerting for anomalies. It's like having a smoke detector that goes off if it senses something's wrong.
And let's not forget about testing our pipeline transformations in a staging environment before deploying them to production. It's like trying on clothes before you buy them to make sure they fit.
And to prevent future errors, we should use schema validation to ensure that the data conforms to the expected structure. It's like using a cookie cutter to make sure all your cookies have the same shape.
As the team wrapped up their latest Azure challenge, a sense of accomplishment filled the room.
I still feel like we're missing something crucial. Could there be more layers to these issues?
What if some of these problems are interconnected, like a complex network of dominoes, one problem triggering another?
Well, there's only one way to find out. Let's dive deeper, but don't forget to save the changes this time.
Speaking of diving deeper, which Azure tool do you find most challenging to work with? Let us know in the comments below. And while you're at it, tell us about the strategies you use to optimize your cloud costs. Every penny counts, right?
And for all you armchair cloud detectives out there, can you guess what issue Alex will solve next? Drop your predictions in the comments, and we'll give a shout out to the closest guess in our next video.
And hey, if you enjoyed solving these challenges with us, smash the like button and subscribe for more insights and adventures in the cloud.
Until next time, happy cloud computing.